Hello and welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic. So, we are still exploring Manaan, and, well, I believe that we've got to go and speak to some judges about Sunry, who is Jolie's old friend. We'll see what we can do here. Here's some people. There's some people. Okay. So I'm going to guess the judges are along here. It looks like it.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
I am aware of the Republic's indignation. However, witness reports clearly state your Republic soldiers were as willing to engage in violence as the Sith in this case.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Taunts and threats are not sufficient provocation in the eyes of this court. Words can be ignored, which is what your men should have done. I find both the Republic and the Sith equally to be at fault for the breach of the peace. I should throw all parties involved into the Atto City jail, but since no Selkath were harmed in this conflict, I will show mercy and levy a fine of 10,000 credits to both sides. The court is dismissed, though I warn you that further disturbances will not be viewed with such leniency. Oh, okay. Hey, what's up?
One day soon, the Selkath will pay for the indignities they have inflicted on the Sith.
Hey, what's up?
Why can't the Selkath see what the Sith are really like? They should ban them all from this planet.
Okay. Hey. I am Judge Shelkar, acting on behalf of the Selkath government of Manaan. It is my task today to answer the needs of off-world citizens of both the Republic and the Sith Empire. If you have legitimate grievances with another party, then you should speak to me. You should first, however, consult with the Republic Embassy before pressing formal charges. Is there something you wish to bring to my attention? Well, I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunry. That is acceptable, I believe. In Manaan legal tradition, the defendant can have an arbiter who tries to prove his innocence in court. This arbiter is a neutral party that can investigate and present evidence in the trial, and argue on the defendant's behalf. As you are a Jedi, I believe you could fulfill this role adequately.
I suppose you're Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
So be it. You are now appointed arbiter in the case of Sunry versus the Sith Empire. Your name and position have been recorded in our files. I will now inform you of the pertinent facts in this case. You have a limited amount of time in which to investigate and organize a defense of your client, and I advise you to use it wisely. Sunny was seen leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Elassa Horos. He's been charged with murder. He's being held in Atto City prison facilities. Due to his crippled status, he is being... Witnesses claim to have seen the killing and are being detained at the hospital in question, pending the trial. The manager of the hotel is now being informed of your appointment. Elassa was found dead of a blaster wound with an incriminating Republic medal clutched in her hand. This information has been uploaded to your datapad. Be wise to review all information before the trial starts. You may question Sunry or the witnesses. The evidence in this case is heavily stacked against Mr. Sunry. I believe it will take some doing to absolve him of guilt.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
You may also interview the judges here, including myself, to get an idea of the pertinent factors in this case. Also, since this is your first case, and you're an Outworlder, I feel compelled to add good luck as my final missive. Okay, well, I guess we'll speak to the judges first, given he said we should do that. Hello. I shall answer questions pertaining to the case, and those questions only. What do you think of Sunry? I find the idea that some half-human cripple could murder someone as obviously competent as the Sith Alessa questionable at best. A man who can barely walk killed a Sith warrior in her prime? Preposterous. But I wouldn't put it past the Republic to try and arrange such circumstances to see her dead. The Sith are much more straightforward about their intentions. Is that all? Is there anything suspicious about this case? I find it presumptuous to assume the crippled Sunry could kill Alassa. I think there must have been another there who killed her. Perhaps one of the witnesses. I do not know the reason for the medal clutched in Alassa's hand either, but it may have been she fought them off even as she died. I think this may be the work of some Republic conspiracy, and I'm not afraid to say so. If the only means I have of hurting the Republic is through Sunry, then so be it. Is that all? Okay, so he's a big Sith fan. So we're going to ask him, what do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? I think the Republic is an institution in sore need of change. It has gone on too long, and the Sith are a fresh wind of change blowing across the galaxy. I do not believe in the false stories of the evils of the Sith Empire. They are nothing compared to the oppression and stagnation that the Republic represents at its core. If I was given the power to decide, Manan would join with the Sith, forcing the Republic to accept the new face of the future. But sadly, it appears I am wiser and more far-sighted than my immediate superiors. I am relegated to civil judicial matters. I will judge this case, and I will find Sunry as guilty as he is charged to be.
So nice to meet an impartial judge for a change.
Impartiality is one thing, blindness is another entirely.
You said it, not I.
Are you finished? Yeah, I'm done. Do not bring frivolous topics to discuss. I only deal with trial information. Alright, so he is pretty much 100% against Sunry. If we can find another witness who will also hurt the Republic, he'll go for it, but otherwise, no. Okay, that's fine. Jolie, I need you to get out of the way. Thank you. Hello there. Ah, the Arbiter. Since you've been permitted to defend Sunry against these accusations, I shall assist how I can. What do you think of Sunry? Sunry was a great warrior in his time. He fought for the Republic against Sith aggression and proved valorous. I have great respect for his accomplishments and find it tragic that he finds himself in his current condition. If the Republic had more individuals like him right now, I do not believe the Sith would be so great a problem for your people. Is there any other way I can assist you? Is there anything suspicious about this case? I find it questionable that a man with such a reputable past as Sunry would murder a Sith woman, especially not from behind. But knowing the Sith, there was probably some deception involved. They seek to do the same thing to us here. There has been much pressure by the Sith on our government, and even the judges themselves, to deliver a guilty verdict in this case. But the letter of the law is absolute, and we will not be compromised for Sith power games. Is there anything else you need? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith? I find this great battle being waged across the galaxy both disturbing and ultimately tragic. For all its faults, your tottering Republic has benefited the vast majority of the galaxy for many millennia. To see it fall into ruin in such a short time. I do not like the Sith. That I make no effort to hide. I will even admit that if given the option, I would rule that we should join the Republic. But I must remain impartial and rule on this case as the law requires. Do you have any additional questions? No, that's it, thanks. If there is anything else you require, feel free to inquire with me. Okay, so we got Republic hater will go with whatever will benefit the Sith most. We've got Republic sympathizer, but we'll probably go mostly with an impartial one, although we could probably sway him if we play on the valorous angle. Let's go to this side. Hello, Judge Josa. Since you have been designated arbiter in the Sunry case, I shall answer questions that you might have. What do you think of Sunry? Sunry is a former Republic officer who is highly regarded by your people. He's admired by your people here on Manan, and even seems to maintain some sort of relations with them still. If he is as capable as some of the Republic citizens still believe him to be, he is certainly capable of the actions that would result in this murder. Is there anything else you wish to ask in relation to this case? Is there anything suspicious about this case? Well, I've often wondered, if Sunry were so innocent, how is he seen fleeing the scene of the crime? Why would he have been running if he had not committed the crime himself, or at least was aware of what had occurred? This case seems fairly simple and obvious to me. Your Republic types stick together, however, and I assume that you will go to lengths to defend him. What else do you want to ask? Interesting. Now, he says Sunry was seen running from the scene of the crime, but Sunry is, we've been told, is a cripple, so he won't be running. So already we found there's some misinformation here. But also, this guy doesn't seem like he'll believe much of what we have to say. What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? Both empires are at fault for this current conflict. The Republic in the past for laying the foundations upon which the Sith Empire grew, and the Sith now, obviously, for starting the war. But no matter the wrongs that had been done in the past, the Sith now have no cause for renewing hostilities. It almost seems as if they just want to conquer everything. I believe the Republic has every right to defend itself and drive the Sith back where they came from. Unfortunately for them, and perhaps for us, they do not seem to be doing too good a job of it. Was there anything else you want to know? No, that's it, thanks. Return if you have any pertinent details about the case to discuss. Okay, so Republic sympathizer but won't believe us because he's trying to be an impartial judge, and basically he thinks that we're just going to say whatever will get Sunry out of it. So if we can come to him with hard facts, we might be able to sway him, I think. Judge Nail Shikan. I suppose I must spend some time talking to you since you're here on an official capacity. Oh, what do you need? What do you think of Sunry? Sunry was a Republic soldier, a hero even. Do you think his Republic masters would let someone so valuable go so easily? I think not. I think Sunry maintains his contacts with the Republic and seeks to escalate the situation here. Is there something else you require? Is there anything suspicious about this case? I find this case to be fairly straightforward. Sunry is from the Republic, Alasa from the Sith. The great empires battling now live out their conflict through their minions too. Is that all? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? I do not buy into the Republic line that this is some epic battle of the good Republic against the evil Sith Empire. The Sith Empire is merely an expansionistic power, much like the Republic was early in its history. It is simply the turning of history, where the old is swept away by the better new. Is there anything intelligent you wish to know? Ooh, anything intelligent? No, I'm done. Then go and do not disturb me unless you have trial business to discuss. Okay, and you? As arbiter of the Sunry murder trial, you have the authority to question me on matters pertaining to this case. I have questions about the trial. You have the right, arbiter, to ask me questions regarding the case. What do you think of Sunry? Sunry is known to us as a hero of the Republic in your perpetual conflicts with the Sith Empire. While he may have been severely injured in the line of duty, I personally hold him in quite high regard.
Speaking of that injury, has it been taken into consideration, Your Honor?
In no way does his disability hamper him, though. Rest assured that my personal regard for Sunry will not affect my judgment. While emotion may rule your Senate, the cold, hard hand of the law rules here on Manan. Is there anything else you wish to ask me, human? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? The governing bodies of both states seek to keep an amicable relationship with our world in order to facilitate the exporting of Kolto. I do not delude myself into thinking that either of your states holds any great love for us, but we're necessary, so you will let us hold our autonomy. I will try not to concern myself with intergalactic policy. I find it stretches the letter of the law too much for my tastes. Is there something else that concerns you, human? Was there anything suspicious about this case? Yes, there was something that has been bothering me. The medal that was found clutched in the Sith's hand. I find it most odd that such a blatantly incriminating piece of evidence would be left at the scene of the crime. We've analysed the evidence and it does not appear to be a replica, but I still have my doubts. In the midst of the crime, though, Sunry could well have lost it. I have seen much more improbable things happen in my tenure to the courts.
Simply because it was real does not mean Sunry would have overlooked it being in Elasa's hand.
Is there another matter you wish to inquire about, human? Nope, done. Very well. When you feel you have gathered enough evidence, you may speak to the warden in charge of the prison where Sunry is being held. You'll bring Sunry to us and the trial will commence. Okay, right. Do a little save after that. So we kind of have an idea of what the judges are going to be like. The Sith ones are mostly going to be looking to bash the Republic. The Republic ones are mostly going to be looking for Republic interests and maybe a little bit of impartiality. If we can come to them with hard facts, I think we'll be okay. Right. Now I think we can talk to this guy and speak to Sunry. You may come and go as you please, Arbiter. You will find the door unlocked. If you wish to begin your trial, you must make the request of the warden. It shall then be passed on to the judges. Oh, he's not the warden, he's just a guard? Okay. Wait, is there a warden here? Oh, right, I'm trapped.
Your wish?
Or
Yes?
a space so I can move. Alright, there's the warden. We have Sunry. We have prisoner. Who are you?
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Be quiet, off-world scum. Okay, right. Hey, Sunry.
Jolie, what are you doing here? Alora sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the cellcast seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Okay. Well, I need to investigate the case some more. Any ideas where I should look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The cellcast already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with off-worlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
Let's go over the evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Elasa there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Elasa into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you! Further, they say they found my heroes cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Cellcat, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
There's a few things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
One of the judges said that you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
Okay, I'll be going now.
Very well. I suppose there is still much you must do before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Yeah, okay. We need to go find that hotel. Now, it's not here, is it? No. Okay, so we have to go back to City Central if we want to go see the hotel. Okay, so what we know so far is that he was trying to turn her into a double agent. Maybe. Actually, what we know so far is that he was there that night and he left. That's all we know. That much nobody is disputing. Beyond that, oh, and there was his medal was found at her corpse. That's all we actually know. Those are the facts we can prove. They're not very helpful in terms of making it seem like he's not, guilty, but it's all right. Okay, East Central Courtyard. Oh, what's going on here?
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Okay. So they're still arguing about, about Taris, basically. I guess, yeah, it hasn't really been that long since Taris, in game time.
How much for all this stuff, Tyvark?
Oh, for the Sith, a month's pay. But since you're a member of the Republic, I'll charge you a week's salary.
Thanks, Tyvark. Catch you next week.
Okay. Hello there. I've heard from several customers that you're now the arbiter during the murder trial of Sunry, the Republic war hero. I admire you for accepting this position. I've no doubt Sunry has been framed by the Sith. If there's anything I can do to aid your investigation, I will be happy to help. What do you know about the Sunry case? Unfortunately, I cannot offer any great insight into this matter. I suggest you investigate the murder scene, or perhaps talk to the other residents of the hotel where the crime occurred. Let me see what you have in stock. As you wish, human. My inventory contains the finest Aratech equipment you can find on Manan. All of it is far superior to the Zerka Corp swill the Sith are so fond of. Okay. Looks like trash to me. Yeah, it's pretty much trash. Although that's pretty good. I like that one. What's the Bemoan package? It's okay. Not really that worried about it. See you later. Right. Actually, we're probably never going back there, but that's fine. Along this way, I think this might be the hotel, actually. I think, if I remember right, this is the Republic Embassy. Yeah, and then this is the hotel. Oh, look at that. Muscle memory coming in handy. Right. I suppose it's not muscle memory, it's just actual memory. Anyway, Ignis, hello.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Who are the witnesses in the hotel?
There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Feareth Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Elasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Okay, tell me what you saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Elasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or 2 later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. Couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off.
Could it have gone off after he left?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
Okay. Well, I want to ask something else.
What do you want to know?
I see there's no more questions for just now.
Well, okay. If you need anything else, I'm gonna be right here.
So we can just convince him, but I prefer to do this by just coming up with actual the actual answer and having proof. Who's this guy? Mysterious man. Hello there. Who are you?
You, Jedi. I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
What do you mean?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Elasa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
Huh?
Dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
Why should I believe you?
Because you have no one else to trust. Not Sunry, not the witnesses, and certainly not the judges. And if you take my advice, what have you to lose? Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Okay then. I guess we'll do that. But first, let's actually do what we were told to do. And investigate. So you're a Pazak player.
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you see the night of the murder?
I was in my room, minding my own business with the latest copy of Pazak Weekly, checking out the listings for the big tournament that's going to be held here soon, when I heard a blaster shot. Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. I looked out after a minute and saw Glupor in the hall by Elasa's room, and Sunry running like the wind. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty.
What do you know about Sunry and Alassa?
Sunry I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Alassa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually.
You mean that Sunry was having a relationship with Alassa?
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room in private is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Okay, Sith master?
Oh, well, Alassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
You know you want to tell me.
You know, I think I could trust you. Heck, I don't even know why I shouldn't tell you. Well, one time, I saw Alassa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest.
Oh, she was a dark Jedi?
Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
Okay. How do we get dark side points for making him tell the truth? Come on, that one was actually reasonable. I mean, I'm fine getting the points, but, you know. Anyway. You two need to stop being so close to me.
No problem. Didn't work.
Okay, well, we'll open that in a minute. Right. Hello, Dlupor. You're here with the Selkath. You have questions for Dlupor? Dlupor already said everything he knows. I can ask about the star map? No, I have questions about the murder of Alassa. Dlupor tell everything to Selkath. You not know? Dlupor have no reason not to say. Dlupor tell everything. Everything about murder. Everything about Sith Lady's room. Why are you at the hotel? Dlupor staying at hotel. Dlupor not very rich. Hotel too rich for Dlupor to live at. But Dlupor save for weeks and have enough to stay here a few days, using Dlupor's chance to live better for a while. What did you see? Dlupor did not see murder. Oh no. Dlupor did see Republic guy, the cripple, Sunry his name. Dlupor thinks. Dlupor see Sunry running away from the scene of crime. Dlupor see nothing else at all, especially not in Sith Lady's room. What about Alassa's room? Dlupor just curious to see what happened. Dlupor have no reason to go into room. No one paid Dlupor to do it. You want to tell me who paid you and for what? Dlupor want to tell you. Dlupor want to tell you Sith paid him money to plant metal on body. Dlupor want to tell you because you are Dlupor's friend. Good friend. Maybe give Dlupor money? Maybe not. Alright, see you later. Dlupor answer later too, then. Selkath not let Dlupor leave while trial's still on. Okay, so Dlupor planted the metal because the Sith told him to. And this guy knows that they were having a relationship and that she was a Jedi. Or a dark Jedi. Interesting. Hello.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh?
Yeah, I was just seeing whether we had anything more we could ask him. Guess not? Okay. We have some more things I want to ask Sunry, but I do also want to go into the Republic Embassy and ask them. So, I mean, it's right here, so. Hello there, Roland.
Welcome to Manan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
Okay. I'm investigating the Sunry case.
I don't know much about the facts of the case, but I find it hard to believe. I never met Sunry, but he's a hero of the Republic, not a murderer. The so-called evidence against him is an obvious frame-up. It has to be. The Sith must have plotted Sunry's downfall to embarrass and discredit the Republic.
That's one possibility.
If you want to solve this mess, I would focus on the Sith. That or check out the murder scene at the hotel. Talk to the other guests. Maybe they know something. I regret I could not be of more assistance in your investigation. Is there anything else?
Well, actually, no. I want to ask you more questions, but okay.
Then I shall wish you...
Right, if I ask him again, is he
Welcome
more?
to Manon. I'm Roland.
I'm investigating the Sunry case.
I don't know much about the so-called...
Any chance the Republic is involved?
The Republic? Well, that makes no sense. Sunry has no enemies in the Republic, and his conviction will make all of our jobs more difficult. If you want to solve this mess, I regret...
Yeah, okay, he's going to tell us nothing right now. Why are your soldiers loading so much colto?
Colto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, colto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest colto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our colto supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage.
Okay, I'm on a mission from the Jedi Council. Perhaps you could help me with it.
Oh, of course. Of course I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I seek a star map, the remnant of an ancient and forgotten race.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manon?
You know something?
Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
You want to tell me?
Don't think you can manipulate me, Jedi. The Republic Diplomatic Corps has to deal with the Sith all the time, so we're very resistant to mental influence. Your only real choice is to help me so I can help you.
What do you want me to do?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Faraxan sharks, but while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
What is this recording?
It's intelligence information about Sith activities on Manon, as well as some oceanographic reports on the local marine life.
Where is the droid?
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manon. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
How do I get into the Sith base?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
Is there another way?
We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
Is there another way?
The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
Pass card.
Good choice. We've been working at that for a while, but it's been too difficult so far. Maybe you'll have better luck. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
Okay, well, I think that we're going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching, and next time, well, I'm going to decrypt that pass card and, yeah, gonna go to a Sith base, maybe. See you then. Goodbye.